From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Tomorrow going to be a First Alert weather day as we'll have triple-digit heat for lower elevations, and also the air is going to be dry, the vegetation is going to be dry, and the winds will factor in as well, so fires could start or spread quickly in these conditions. First, let's talk about the heat again for today, as it is going to be toasty out there. We'll be about 5 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. 90s for lower elevations, 70s and 80s up in the mountains. But then for tomorrow, this is going to be the peak of this little mini heat wave, and we could be closer to 105 in the lower Columbia Basin, 90s and triple digits for the valleys, and around 100 degrees in the Blue Foothills as well. 70s up in the Cascades and 80s in the Blue Mountains. So dangerous heat. And the vegetation is going to be baking in the sun, baking in the heat, so we will have critically dry vegetation in the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin, in the Kittitas Valley, in the Yakima Valley, and the lower Columbia Basin, and in the Blue Foothills. Then you factor in, well, just how dry the air is going to be and just how fast some of these wind gusts could be. Up around 40 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, breezy across the rest of the map, so fires could start or spread quickly. Now, Wednesday is going to be much more interesting setup, okay? First of all, the winds are going to be much stronger this go around, up around 50 miles per hour peak gust. That is around 50 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, 45 miles per hour in the Morrow County foothills, 40 miles per hour for places like Hermiston and Pendleton. However, I think the snag in this forecast is that the air isn't going to be as dry as Tuesday. So I think that might curb some of the fire start potential, but we shall see. Again, those winds, nothing to scoff at, but the winds picking up because temperatures going down. They'll drop by about 15 degrees between Tuesday to Thursday, but that is going to be a short-lived reprieve from the heat, as we'll be back around 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities for Saturday and Sunday, and the forecast is going to stay bone dry over the next 7 days. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Highs close to 105 on Tuesday, cooler Wednesday and Thursday, but here we go with the heat again this weekend. In Yakima, extreme heat and dangerous fire weather on Tuesday, 80s on Wednesday and Thursday, then back into the 90s Friday through Sunday. In Ellensburg, windy on Tuesday, but even windier on Wednesday. Looks as if winds pick up again this weekend. In Hermiston, near 100 today and tomorrow, windy and cooler Wednesday, then back around 100 this weekend. Finally, for Walla Walla, highs flirt with triple digits Tuesday, cooler Wednesday through Friday, then the heat is back on Saturday and Sunday.